Hello, thank you very much for watching Jacob's Toys 5 minute figure reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe, and all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. X-Men 97, the Marvel Legends wave of retro carded figures, and we are looking at Rogue. Let's get her out of the box and take a closer look. Now, while I'm unboxing her, let's just say the Rogue in the yellow and green suit has been one of those figures that has just kind of been in and out of popularity. We had one back in the day, I think it was the Juggernaut wave back in like 2017, 2016, something like that, and she went for incredibly high value on the aftermarket because everyone wanted the yellow and green suit for Rogue because it's what we associated to Rogue both on the TV show and in the comic. A few years later we got a couple of different versions of Rogue. We then got a retro carded Rogue, and since kind of the last couple of years we've had a whole bunch of different versions, be it the Age of Apocalypse version, be it the different alternate suits, but this is again a red and green styled Rogue costume. Now there is a significant difference between her and the retro carded suit. So the retro carded one has the brown leather jacket and this new one has a green leather jacket. Now I always remembered her with a brown leather jacket. I don't remember her having a green leather jacket in the cartoon, but I may be wrong, and now I'm kind of double questioning everything, double thinking everything. Essentially these are the same figures. So one accessory that they've both come with that is really cool is this ungloved hand, because as you know when Rogue touches someone, that's when her powers kick in. So the fact that they've given us an ungloved hand but also an additional hand that's holding the glove, that's quite a nice little touch, and they put that in with a retro carded one, and then they've given it to us again with this new X-Men 97 one. Now the first thing that really stands out to me is there is some sculpting difference, let's just put it that way, and there is also some colour difference, and I think I prefer the retro carded one. I think there's just, I don't know, the yellow on it just pops more, and the green just looks more dominant in the X-Men 97 one, especially with the addition of that green jacket. Just looks like too much green, if that makes sense. I also prefer the hair sculpt on this retro carded one. It's a more realistic hair sculpt, and whereas the one on the X-Men 97 one is much more of a kind of animated style hair sculpt. But I'm just going to do a quick head swap just to see how they look on the different bodies. I always remember Rogue as well as having like really big hair. Now again, I think that's kind of I've kind of made it bigger in my memory and from watching the TV show and that, and I think this new X-Men 97 head sculpt is very good, but I think the retro carded one is much more in keeping with how I remember the Rogue looking, like just really big hair. But it is difficult. It is a difficult one because they are both very good for different reasons. So it's definitely a difficult choice between these two. I'm swinging towards the retro carded one being my favourite just because of the coloration on the suit, but also the jacket as well, the brown jacket. I don't know, the green, it just ties in too closely to the costume and it just kind of makes it look like she's not wearing a jacket. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm swinging towards the retro one as being my favourite one out of the two. But this new X-Men 97 carded one is definitely a good version of Rogue, and I think if you haven't got a green and yellow suited Rogue in your collection, then this makes an absolutely perfect fit for any X-Men collection. And at the end of the day, the face and the hair is a lot more animated style looking, so it will fit in better with those animated style looking figures. But I think if you have the choice, the retro one is a little bit more superior in my opinion. Just the belt as well, the way the belt hangs kind of off her hip, it just looks a little bit cooler. But yeah, it's weird this wave, it really is, because some of them are fantastic and absolute instant upgrades, and others there's a bit of a debate about which one is correct, which one's the best one. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be really curious as to what you think, whether you think that the older style one, and I say older, it's only actually a year or so old, but the retro carded one or the animated one is more superior. But there we go, there is Rogue, a very cool figure indeed. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, do check out my channel. I'm taking a look at the entire X-Men 97 wave from Marvel Legends. I'm really hoping there's going to be a wave 2 because these figures have all hit the mark. Every single one of them has been fantastic. And of course, do like, share, subscribe, and all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. But there we go. Animated X-Men 97 Rogue from Marvel Legends. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon.